We look at an insane story out of New York where an apparently normal left-wing chick turned into a full-fledged ISIS supporter with a plan to blow up state senators. And Sarah Adams, a CIA targeting officer, joins us to talk about fighting Islamic terrorists on American soil. So it turns out that when you have toxic females, sometimes they can even turn terrorists. According to the New York Post, Jessica Bowie, 35 from Albany, allegedly
New York,
strategizing an attack in July to bomb the state capital of New York.
Crazy.
Her goal was to place a bomb in a DoorDash food delivery bag. She purchased bomb materials from a Home Depot on August 5th.
Savage.
The attack with the help of FBI informants.
Flagitious.
According to the feds. She sent one of the informants pictures of downtown Albany with the Capitol circled, indicating that was the building she wanted to target. She said she wanted to do it on a day when, quote, we know senators will be meeting.
Damage.
I want them to lose a lot of important documents as well. And, quote, I wanted to have effect on the American system and destroy some of the tagut, as anything worshipped instead of Allah.
She sees the laws as
in a message, she said she wanted to target
illegitimate.
Ideally in a way I could get away with and hop on a plane to ISIS control. To do it on a day when, quote, we know
she took issue with the way the legal system is currently. She took issue. She takes issue with the way the legal system is currently.
In a message, she said she wanted to target my state capital.
She thinks the best resolute. She thinks the best way to fix this is
in a message, she said she wanted to target my state capital.
terror, via mass murder. Crazy.
In Syria afterward. So the DOJ, in a message, she said she wanted to target my state capital, ideally in a way I could get away with and hop on a plane to ISIS-controlled territory in Syria.
This is the worst form of fragility,
with attempting to
of fragileness,
or resources to
of weakness.
Foreign terrorist organizations. So what the hell happened here? Well, here is a
gratuitous physical violence is the worst form of fragileness. Gratuitous violence is the worst form of weakness, of fragileness.
Foreign terrorist organization. So
gratuitous violence is the worst form of fragileness,
or does this look like a radical
of weakness, of softness?
Septum range, got the whole thing going on. Material support or resources designated effect on the American system and destroy some of the tagut, as anything worshipped instead of Allah. In a message, she said she wanted to target my state capital, ideally in a way I could get away with and hop on a plane to ISIS-controlled territory in Syria afterward.
Crazy.
So the DOJ has now charged her with attempting to provide material support or resources to designated foreign terrorist
Thankfully, she was arrested. She should serve life in prison. F this lady, she's a cretin.
Like a radical blue hair. Right, she's got septum ring, she's got the whole thing going on. Right, she looks like a normal goth chick who's overweight at a local university. That's what she looks like. And then she ended up in the arms of radical Islam. Here is tape of her purchasing nails at the hardware store.
Unbelievable. It is unthinkable. It is unspeakable. It is grievous.
Again, like the fact that people...
It is dark.
And then she ended up in the arms of radical Islam. Here is tape of her purchasing nails at the hardware store.
Malignant.
You can see her there. Dressed up in like the full regalia. And she's got like the full burqa on. Chick who's overweight at a local university. That's what she looks like. And then she ended up in the arms of radical Islam. Here is tape of her purchasing nails at the hardware store. You can see her there. Dressed up in like the full regalia. And she's got like the full burqa on. Again, like the fact that people are dressing that way in America, I tend to be pretty loose about what I think people should wear in America. It seems to me that there is not a really great argument
that
people in America should be wearing around full America. I tend to be pretty loose about what I think people should wear in America. It seems to me that there is not a really great argument that people in America.
Do you really tend to be loose, Ben Shapiro? Sen Shapiro? Sen Shapiro?
Really great argument that people in America should be wearing around full beekeeper outfits. Again, like the fact that people are dressing that way in America, I tend to be pretty loose about what I think people should wear in America. It seems to me that there is not a really great argument that people in America should be wearing around full beekeeper outfits. It's hard for me to imagine there's no compulsion whatsoever in the ideology of women wearing full-on...
This take is...
brown
a crazy take, a trash take
to the Home Depot.
So, yeah, are you really advocating for the banning of burqas in America, bro? In a free speech, in a free country, a free nation? Are you really advocating for the banning of burqas? Are you really advocating for this, bro? If you are anti-free speech. Yeah, this dude, he professes to be for free speech, but he's saying if people who diverge religiously wear attire that makes you fearful or that you dislike, they should be banned. They shouldn't be worn in public in America, bro. Yeah, this dude, he's bugging, bro. He's tripping. Yes, certain people with burqas are terrorists. They are savages. Certain people with burqas are evil intentions. They are flagitious. They are wicked. They really are flagitious people with bad intentions. They really have murderous intent. They really do. Certain people, but to say burqas should be banned is crazy, bro. This is really crazy all the way. Bruh. Yeah, this is nuts. Yes, this lady is evil. She said she was going to return to the U.S. at a later point. She was going to stay in Syria for a certain period of time, then return to the U.S. to do more damage. She said she was going to do damage at the White House, bro, where Trump is. She intended to do damage to DJT. Yeah, it is crazy, bro. She's terrible. She's horrible. She's trash, cruddy, crummy, scummy. She's filth. She's morally low. She has no rectitude. She has no morality. She's all the way rubbish. F this lady, but to call for the banning of burqas is really tyrannical and fascistic. It is all the way despotic. So you have to be good faith, you have to be logical, you have to be fair. Just because certain people with burqas are menaces, terrorist savages, this doesn't mean all people with burqas are savages. Not all people are the same. No group is a monolith, so you have to see people as individuals, not treat groups as monoliths. It is really terrible, unfair, injudicious, mendacious, manipulative, and disgraceful. So you have to cease this BS. It's detrimental to society to make monolithic remarks, to fearmonger as if the entirety of one group is intending to do harm, to do evil, to do murder. Yeah, this is nuts. Stop this. But Ben Shapiro, he won't stop because he's an effing puppet. The bloke deems the listeners who hear effing them. This is show ridiculousness, dear deck and brim. Ah.